What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So we might have some bad news for XRP, right? Some news that we aren't really hoping to hear. I know a lot of people have been really focused on what's happening with Ripple, what's happening with XRP, and more importantly, what's happening with cryptocurrency overall. Because if you don't know what the case was all about, essentially, Ripple is being sued or was being sued because XRP was labeled as a security, basically offering or selling a security that's there and it's unregistered, right? Um, but cryptocurrency should be considered very, very differently. A lot of people look at cryptocurrency as Coinbase would put it, or Brian Armstrong would put it, as a commodity, right? As a whole different category. And we should probably look at that way because it's something new, right? When something new comes along, you need to find a way to add it into what you already have established. Try and update the rules, update the laws to make it fit in, right? Not to just apply it to something that's there, right? If we have a brand new animal, we're not just going to go ahead and put it somewhere else. Like, we're not going to put it with the bears because then a bear might maul it, right? We're not going to put it with the lions because the lions might, like, we're not going to go ahead and do that and just put it into another habitat, right? We're going to put it by itself, see what it can do, research it, all that other stuff, and then, create its own category, right? Um, but hopefully that made sense. But with Ripple and everything and what happened with the lawsuit, XRP came out as not a security. Now, this is big, right? The crypto market absolutely exploded. You saw it go from about a $1.18 trillion market cap to a $1.29 trillion market cap. So increasing by over $10 billion there, which was absolutely fantastic to see. And when I got back from it, I was like, yeah, this is going to be something really great, unless we start seeing the market kind of, fall back from it, or we see some bad news, or them going, oh, well, maybe this is temporary. So apparently, from what I see here, Ripple Labs has notched a landmark win in the SEC case over, XRP, but or for XRP for the cryptocurrency, but you have a former SEC attorney that states that this is just temporary. The celebration is just temporary. So I wanted to kind of get into that a little bit because this could be bad news for XRP, for cryptocurrency in general, because it just makes it seem like, oh, well, maybe they lost and they're afraid that now the crypto market's maybe going to run a little bit. So let's throw some bad news out there so we can bring the crypto market back to where we think it should be. And by we, I mean they. I'm not a part of it. So anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, you can follow me over there. Don't forget about some of the other links that are in the description. We have Weeble links. We have referral links for Coinbase, for KuCoin, for Crypto.com. Feel free to check out those. And let's go ahead and get into this. So I was looking at this article. So, a former SEC attorney on Ripple's crypto celebration says that it's temporary. So, former United States Securities and Exchange Commission SEC attorney John Reed Stark has expressed concerns over the recent Ripple decision, cautioning against premature celebration within the crypto community. In the longstanding case, the blockchain firm earned a partial victory after the court declared XRP was not a security. While the decision has been widely regarded as a loss for the SEC, Reed believes it rests on shaky grounds and is likely to appeal and potentially reverse. He said in a post on July 14th. Now, I heard about this literally the day of. People were talking about how there could be an appeal, and I was like, that could be possible, but I don't see how if you lose in the first time around, like why you would go and appeal, especially after what's going on with Coinbase and KuCoin and everything, and the fact that they're all relisting XRP right now, would be maybe a little bit of a loss there. It just can't I feel like they can't really hold up with all these different lawsuits, all these things that are going on, because some of these things that they may say or win in a certain place may contradict what you're arguing over here. It's just pointless to really go through that. But it could be something that really prolongs the inevitable, right? But let's look at some troubling issues within this article. So, Reed argues that the decision raised troubling issues on multiple fronts, and appears to contradict the SEC's mission and authority. He highlighted two major points of contention with the Ripple decision. Firstly, he criticized the discrepancy in the SEC's protection between institutional and retail investors. The attorney noted that while institutional investors are granted full SEC protection and remedies for violations, retail investors are left without similar safeguards. This inequitable treatment raises concerns about the decision's alignment with the SEC's mission to protect all investors. He also questioned the notion put forth in Ripple's decision that if the crypto issuer sells their tokens through an exchange, securities regulations do not apply because exchange customers are presumed to be unaware of the issuer. Reed argues that investors' ignorance or lack of research has never been a valid defense for securities violations. Reed suggests that retail investors, although they may not have known they were supplying capital to Ripple, likely had access to the same information as an institutional investor or institutional investors regarding Ripple's intentions. Now, that's something that I can see a point, right, where investors don't know that they're adding to whatever Ripple is doing, right? They're funding Ripple, giving money to Ripple in some form or fashion. But in most cases, that's not really the play. In a lot of other cryptocurrencies that you see that way, that's not really how things go. Cryptocurrency projects should be looked at completely differently here, right? Where you see a business as a whole, where they're collecting profit in order to improve their business, in order to fund cryptocurrency projects and to continue to do something there, you're going to need to make sure that the overall project is funded. Like, you can't just have money that's flowing in or money that's flowing out, but no money that's flowing in. It doesn't make sense. That's not healthy for anything to be maintained, right? You have to hire people, you have to have staff, you have to go through all these different processes. And this is why I guess you can see the argument with, Coinbase and Binance and what they're doing, because they have staff that's on, and obviously most of their revenue that they bring in come in from fees and stuff like that. And you don't see really any revenue that comes from positions that they're selling to the public. Like, you have BNB, and BNB was kind of a unicorn scenario, maybe, but as of now, it's the way that it's running right now. It's not really functioning that way. If it was something brand new, then yes, it would create value because the person that's selling it may be the actual exchange, and that's a different story. But here, I sort of see it, but I don't see it. And I kind of want to get an understanding of it, of where they're coming from. But again, we also need to create a whole nother section, a whole nother way to look at it, because it's not the same. And I think that's where we stand. And I think once we get to that point, then we get a full understanding of what is a security, what is not, and what is in this other bucket, which most likely will be all cryptocurrency projects. So this may not be good news for XRP or Ripple, and I don't know what they would end up doing if they did appeal it. And would Coinbase decide to delist it again? Would Kraken decide to delist it again? I'm not 100% sure, but I know that it is a win. Either way, it is a win, because you have some sort of case law behind it, and even with an appeal, you still end up gaining some more case law as to where they stand. So anyways, let me know what you think about this. Do you believe that an appeal will happen, or do you believe that we won't see this appeal? Because again, this is also coming from an inside/outside source, right? So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, make sure you guys check me out. Those links are down below as well. But I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.